Your coding agent can run your build, read the whole stack trace, and rewrite the file that broke it. Then you hand it a screenshot of the actual bug, and it goes quiet. It cannot look at the picture, which is strange, because the model underneath it learned to read images years ago and read them well. Qwen's own vision report, first author Shui Bai, describes a native window of 256,000 tokens, text, images, and video interleaved. That report went up in November of 2025. Site was already solved. So the eyes are not the missing part. Something between the model and your hard drive is throwing the pixels away. On the 29th of July, the Qwen team opened a repository whose entire description is one sentence. Make any agent harness multimodal native, not a model, a harness. That one word is the whole argument. 13 days later, it is past 1,600 stars, and a claim that size deserves more than a retweet. Because there is a version of this that is real plumbing and a version that is a press release with a license file attached. So we read the repository instead of the announcement and hold every claim against the code that actually ships. It is Apache 2.0 written in Python and 38 commits deep, with 3/4 of those commits written by a single person. The first one is called init for release, and it landed on the 3rd of August. That is the same day Alibaba shipped Qwen 3.8 Max, a 2.4 trillion parameter model that takes text, images, and video for $2 a million tokens in. The model got the keynote. The plumbing got a commit message, opened the install page, and the architecture is stated in a single line, which is rare enough to read twice. A capability equals a skill, plus an optional MCP server. Two halves installed together, doing completely different jobs. The MCP server is the tools, real functions that open a file on your disk, decode it, and hand the model something it can actually consume. Read image, read video, media info, and visualize, which covers PDFs, spreadsheets, draw I/O diagrams, LaTeX, Jupyter notebooks, and 3D meshes. The skill is plain Markdown, and it does the one thing the tools cannot do for themselves. It tells the model those tools exist and when to reach for each one, in language the model reads before it acts. Ship the tools without the skill, and the agent has hands it never thinks to use. That is the half of an MCP integration people skip, and it is why this repository installs both together by default. You can open the core skill file yourself. What is in there reads less like an API reference and more like a checklist with opinions. Inspect the metadata first, then read the video. Then save the exact frame you need. It tells the model to run media info before touching a video because a phone clip is variable frame rate, and a frame-accurate cut on variable frame rate corrupts the edit without throwing a single error. It flags rotation, mismatched sample rates, missing audio tracks. None of that is tool schema. It is somebody's hard-won editing experience, written down in the one place the model will actually read it. The skill is where judgment lives, and judgment is the part that rarely ships. Reading is dynamic resolution 2, which sounds like a footnote and is not. Every frame in every document page gets scaled to the vision model's patch grid, so a 4K dashboard keeps its fine print, and a thumbnail does not get blown up into mush. Which builds to the one question the announcement steps around, and it decides whether any of this applies to the agent you already use. If you bolt this plugin layer onto a text-only model, does that model start to see? No. And the repository admits it, in a footnote about a harness called OpenCode, buried in the installation docs where marketing copy does not reach. A custom provider, it says, has to mark the model image capable, or OpenCode drops the returned images, meaning the core tools hand real pixels back up the chain, and if the model at the top cannot accept pixels, they land on the floor. Therefore, there are two paths through this thing, and they are not the same product wearing different names. Path 1 is pass-through. Local reading, no API key, nothing leaves your machine, full resolution, and it needs a model that already has eyes. Path 2 is delegation. The API capability calls a remote vision model, Qwen 3.7 Plus by default, and hands your agent back text. 12 tools sit there: OCR, grounding for bounding boxes, segmentation, and an Omni family that reads a video's frames and its audio track in the same call. A blind model can absolutely use Path 2. It just does not see anything. It reads somebody else's description of your screenshot and pays per token for the privilege, which is a real capability and a real ceiling at the same time, and the difference surfaces the moment your bug lives in a pixel the describing model decided was unimportant. So the accurate description here is plumbing rather than site, a standard way for an agent to hand the right modality to the right tool. That is why the sentence says harness and not model. But plumbing is not novel either, and this is where the announcement takes more credit than it earned. Vision MCP servers already existed. Roboflow ships one that wires Claude Code and Codex into a computer vision stack, and several small forwarders already pipe an image out to a multimodal endpoint and return text. Document loading was solved too. LlamaIndex counts more than 5,000 pre-built integrations, with parsers that pull tables and charts out of scanned PDFs. Anyone who wanted an agent to read a document has had a way to do it for a couple of years. Therefore, Qwen did not invent this layer. What it did was collapse the whole assembly into one install, published by the lab that trains the models the layer talks to. That is a distribution move rather than a research one, and distribution is usually the thing that actually changes anything. It also arrived the same week Alibaba opened its Qwen platform to outside developers, which tells you where the incentive is pointing. The models are the product they sell. The harness is the product they now want you standing inside. 8 capabilities live in that marketplace file, and the list is stranger than the headline suggests. Core reading, cloud vision APIs, web and reverse image search, a long video memory that builds a 4-level graph over a lecture so the agent can answer questions without rewatching it. Video editing and generation, then 2 that no plugin pack normally carries, 22 tools driving a live Blender, 14 driving a running FreeCAD, including finite element analysis through Calculex and step export. Not a rendering service, a thin client talking to the actual application already open on your desk, which is also the part worth reading before you install it. Execute Blender code runs arbitrary Python inside a program holding your project file, and FreeCAD gets the same. The repo has a security policy and a private disclosure channel. It does not have a sandbox. The harness support is real and checkable, which is more than a lot of launches survive. The guided installer covers Claude Code, Codex, Qoder, OpenClaw, Qwen Code, and Gemini CLI, driving each harness's own native install underneath rather than reinventing one. 3 more get handwritten config blocks in the docs, OpenCode, Pi, and QwenPaw. Gemini CLI carries a caveat the repo states plainly. It only talks to Google's own API, so you cannot point it at a Qwen model. And Windows is WSL2 only, because native Windows, in their words, has not yet been validated. But here is where the announcement and the repository stop agreeing, and it belongs on screen rather than in a footnote. There is no benchmark, not a number, not a table, not one comparison against the Vision MCP servers this is meant to replace, nowhere in the repository. There are no releases and no tags either, on a package whose own metadata classifies it as production stable. And of the 8 cookbooks, 6 say in writing. No case recorded yet. Only core and API ship a work trace you can open and read. Press coverage on the 4th of August describes 6 capabilities across 6 harnesses. By the 11th, the repository shipped 8, because core had been split into 3 during that same week. The shape is still moving underneath the story being told about it. Therefore, the question that matters is not whether the launch was tidy, it is what open source does to a repository this young, and the commit log answers that better than the README does. On the 6th of August, a stranger cloned it on Windows and the checkout failed outright. 7 test files had question marks in their file names, legal on Linux, illegal on Windows. Nobody inside Alibaba could have hit it, because everywhere they worked, those file names are fine. 9.5 hours later, there was a commit. It renamed the 7 files, and it also created the repository's first continuous integration file, 67 lines, including a job that does nothing but try a Windows checkout. One outside bug report bought a permanent guard. 2 days after that, an engineer in Japan opened an issue about base 64 audio padding breaking against OpenAI spec servers and attached the fix in the same minute. 4 files, 26 lines, merged 63 minutes later. 63 minutes from a stranger's bug report to shipped code inside an Alibaba repository. No contract, no support ticket, no account manager. That is what the license actually buys, and there is no benchmark on earth that measures it. So here is where I land, and it is not a shrug. Install core. It needs no API key, no cloud account, nothing leaves your machine, and it is the only piece that changes what your agent does by default. For something like 95% of people watching, that single plugin is the entire product. Your agent stops being blind to the files already sitting on your disk. The 5% is anyone whose work lives in Blender or FreeCAD, and for them the thin clients are the whole reason to be here. I would take core at twice the install friction. I would not pay for the API capability yet, because its entire evidence base today is one HTML trace, and a paid path with no number attached is a bet rather than a purchase. And notice the inversion sitting underneath all of this. Qwen 3.8 Max's open weights were promised for the week of the 10th, and they are still not on Hugging Face. The model is a press release, the plumbing you can install this afternoon, which leaves the question a repository cannot answer for us. If capability really lives in the harness and not in the model, what stops the harness from becoming the thing you pay for, and the model underneath it from becoming the commodity?